Hello, friends. Magical morning, evening, afternoon, and night for everyone, whoever is tuning from wherever in the world. I am hoping that you're doing wonderful because I am thriving in euphoria, and so are all of you, right? Okay. So I've been taking rest for a day or two and not doing any clippings for all of you. And today I have got to talk about assertiveness, discernment. So it's all about putting healthy boundaries in your life, in every area of your life. And the first way to put healthy boundary, first space is to put healthy boundary is to with yourself. It starts with you. That's where the mastery comes from. It's like your mind starts playing tricks with you many times that this is not you, this can't be done by you, this is where you must be doing more, and all of that. You have to learn to say no to yourself, first of all. No, I'm not doing this. No, I'm doing this. No, this is not where I stop. No, this is where I stop. So you got to learn to be assertive with yourself first. Put healthy boundaries with that speaking charter mind first, where you can master that art to do that with people like your company, your senior, whom you call boss. He says, "Ki, I want you to do this and this. I want to do it." So you got to learn to put a boundary there. This is where I'm doing. This is beyond this. I'm not doing this because this is not who I am. So it's not about what people expect out of you. Your life is not about to please others. It's not about to prove or compete. Nah, nah, nah. You are here to thrive, and that is how do you do that? By being productive to yourself, you know by fulfilling your desires, your wishes, your purpose in the moment. It's not about, okay, if I do this, I would be looked up to, or I would be, well performing and doing more than what I expected from me. First thing is, there's nothing should be expected out of you. And who is allowing this? It's you allowing this. If you're in a job, these are the things it's expected out of you. No. First, learn to say no. The moment I jumped my from an employment to a consultant, the first thing I always looked in the contract that I am not here to meet these expectations. Nah, nah, nah. You want to put it, you can put it, but this is not me. We are going to sign this contract only if I am doing what I'm here to do as an individual, meta human, expanding, ever expanding, infinite intelligence. There is nothing where I should be stopped or limited to. There is nothing that I should be asked about to do. That's where you block your creativity. So, how can you do that? By putting a no where it is required, and by saying more yes to yourself where it is required. If your body is, yesterday I was speaking to a friend and he's in office and he says, "I'm feeling sleepy." I said, "Go take rest, get some sleep. Your body needs some rest." "No, I can't sleep in office." See, your charter mind is telling you can't sleep in office. Your ego mind, your mind which is limited, is saying you can't sleep in. Which is limited means which is conditioned, which the consciousness which has been conditioned into limited mindset. It's not limited, but your ego mind is saying, because it has been practicing that pattern, that you cannot sleep in the office. Are you want to sleep, you sleep. Who says it's an office? This is your home. That's your place. You spend most of the time there. You create there. You co-create there. Your productivity, creativity, your life force is being spent there. Don't go by the terms. Just do what you feel. Do you want to take a nap? Please take a nap. And if your team members doesn't understand that, you have to learn to say no, and you will see that they will agree with you after you start agreeing with yourself. First it is you has to practice, who has to allow us to accept yourself and not abandon yourself just because a rule book is given to you. No, there is no rule book in the book of the universe. It's you who makes the rule there, because you are the universe. But first you got to walk your talk. First you got to practice it yourself, so that your aura, your power influences the other to not stop you. When I started making my own rules and practicing them in my early stage of awakening, enlightenment, and spiritual transformation, when I started being assertive and say yes to myself where I want to do something and no to the chatterbox. No, you are not going to tell me that I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do this because that's who I am. And I started practicing it in small things at home, with my personal life, chotu motu with myself. And then when I started doing it slowly, I gained that confidence. And then as I started putting those healthy boundaries to people, they had no other choice but to respect me for who I am. And it's not that they had to respect me, they also learned to liberate themselves. They became more independent, they became more thoughtful and mindful in life. You get the point? And it's the same happening even in a couple, in a relationship, in a connection, where you go home and your wife says or your husband says, let's do that, let's go there. You say, no, I just want to go. I was talking to a friend again, and a friend was saying, I wanted to do this, I wanted to go for a walk or a run, and my partner wanted to do this. And I was like, let me finish my run and then we'll go do that, whatever you like. So it's about, see, you're not allowing your partner to mind you, but you are being so polite and kind enough to tell, and honest enough and loyal enough to yourself, and saying that this is what I want to do at the moment. We can do that after that, or you can go do what you want to do, and I'll join you after that. If the person wants to do along with you, just ask them to make some time and hold that thought, and you finish your thing, and then allow you some time for yourself. And that's how it has to be, and that is how the respect and the compatibility increases in any dynamic. It can be your father, it can be a friend. So what I'm trying to say is, what I'm not trying to say, what I'm saying is, you got to have healthy boundaries in life. That is a path, a tool to personal expansion. Unless you do that, you always block yourself, abandon yourself from your growth. Because without putting those healthy boundaries, you are not offending anyone. This is for your own expansion. And when you are expanding, along with you, everybody in your vicinity and in the environment starts expanding with you. Like I always say, even to my dad, if you had a drop of alcohol also, I'm not going to connect or engage with this conversation with you at the moment, any conversation, because in my space there shouldn't be any toxins. That's what I practice when I say no, whatever cause it is. If you believe you do not wish that in your space, you got to learn to say no. I don't mind you having it, but just not with me. Don't come to me with that space, because I take it into my energy, my aura, my magnetic field. So that's assertiveness, that's healthy boundaries, that's being kind to yourself, being compassionate to yourself, and that's where you start the journey, where you can then be compassionate to others. So be assertive, be kind, be confident, and never lose the courage and strength to say no, because when you're saying no to one, you're saying yes to multiple greater things in life. Okay? And I love you all. And before I say Das Vedanya, I'm going to send some Reiki energy healing, and then we will meet soon. Love you all. Tata, bye bye, Sat Sri Akal, Allah Hafiz.